I'm Anisha.
Brian.
I'm Mary Kate.
I'm Megan.
I'm Drew.
Hi, I'm Whitney.
The purpose of our study was to determine whether or not there is a relationship between food advertisements and their content by using variables such as food type, appeal, who is in the ad, the type of magazine, and the size of the ad. We focused on the type of food and then looked into where each type of food was often located. We implemented a random sampling to analyze the 1,004 ads. To quantify type of food, we identified ads as snack food, health foods, fast foods, instant meals, and dine-in options. Appeal was broken down into kids only, families, adults only, and other. Who is in the ad can be linked to appeals, so we noted in the next category whether men, women, children, a character, or no one was present at each ad. Subcategories of magazine type were divided among group members to see how different types of magazines advertise food. The type of magazine was noted under subdivisions of men's, women's, kids, teens, food, sports, news, and tabloids. Also documented is the size of each ad: full page, half page, quarter page, side panel, and other.
Our first hypothesis was that men's and women's magazines would have more health food ads than any other type of advertisements. Of all 71 food advertisements in men's magazines, 53.5% were health food ads. Of all 164 food advertisements in women's magazines, 47.6% were health food ads. This hypothesis could be accepted. About 53% of all advertisements were health food advertisements. Therefore, the majority of ads in men's magazines were health food ads. In women's magazines, about 47% of all food ads were health foods. This was the largest percentage of all other ads, so we can conclude that there were more health food ads than any other ads in women's magazines.
Our second hypothesis was that kids' magazines would have more snack food ads than women's magazines. Out of 259 total snack food advertisements, 46 were in kids' magazines and 48 were in women's magazines. This hypothesis was rejected because women's magazines had more snack food ads than kids. This could be because women are more like consumers than kids, as they are the ones making the purchases. It is possible that there is some relationship between kids' magazines and snack food advertisements, but our data did not support that.
Our third hypothesis was that snack food advertisements are more likely to feature characters than men, women, or children. Of all the different possibilities of who could be in the advertisement, characters were in most of them. This hypothesis was accepted. It was a likelihood ratio which indicated a relationship between the two variables. The association with snack food advertising could explain this, as they generally appeal to children, and the use of characters within the advertisement is thought to increase a child's interest.
Our fourth hypothesis was that news magazines would be more likely to feature dine-in advertisements. Of the 167 news magazine ads, 120 or 72% were for dine-in foods. We failed to reject this hypothesis. These results may reflect the fact that news is read at home by adults, which is a family setting. Families are interested in going out to dinner together, which is why dine-in advertisements would be placed in news magazines.
Our fifth hypothesis was that food magazines are more likely to have advertisements that appeal to families. The data shows that the food advertisements in food magazines appeal to adults more than any other group. This hypothesis was rejected. Assuming that the American people are attempting to have a healthier lifestyle, single adults may be a new and strong audience of food magazines.
Our sixth hypothesis was that throughout all magazines, advertisements would be full-page advertisements instead of other-size advertisements. This hypothesis could be accepted because out of the 1,004 advertisements, 703 of those advertisements were full-page ads. This could be assumed that a full-page advertisement for any product would receive more attention than a half-page advertisement for the same product. With the advertisement being a full-page in size, it would be more noticeable and potentially more successful compared to any other size of advertisement.
Our final hypothesis was that full-page advertisements are appealing to adults. This hypothesis was accepted because out of the 703 full-page advertisements, 488 appealed to adults only.
We encountered some limitations and weaknesses in our study. The categories were not as specific as we would have liked. In the future, we would make improvements on the coding sheet that include more categories. Overall, the weaknesses of our coding sheet could be fixed, making the options within our coding sheet less broad. We could also look at alternative types of media such as television and radio. The type of confounding variable could have been time of year. The data analyzed may have affected by season.
Although we encountered some clear weaknesses in our study, our content analysis did have strength. During this process, we had excellent communication skills among the group. By staying in contact through emails and using a Google document, we were able to stay organized with our work. There's definitely room for improvement, but our hope is that our findings will help another researcher in a study similar to our own.